Well, we made a little pit stop at South Dakota's original 1880 town where the filming of Dancing with the Wolves, Kevin Costner, was actually filmed here in the Black Hills. It's an overall picture of the town that was used in Dancing with the Wolves. Totally incredible mock-up. The church in the back. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand where all these buildings come and play. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it. You got Sweeney's Lumber and Coal. This is an old original leftover of part of a wagon train. Back in history, Wells Fargo Company Express. One of the originals. The blacksmith shop. Dinner time. The old blacksmith. Shoe your horses, make your shoes. The bellows, the coal, the tools. What a collection they have here. If you never got to South Dakota to see it, this is a great overall view. And here's the shingles that they actually make to put on the houses. They have the old emporium here. Clothing, footwear, patented medicines, snake oil, an old wagon, original. The town's U.S. Marshal here. I'm going to take a walk over to the jail here shortly. U.S. Marshal. Sam Bass Reward, $1,000. This is all original from the movie set of Dances with the Wolves. And of course, the Marshal has a place to sleep. And we go one step further, we have the clink. What a bed, what a bunk. And you got your little pea kettle. And this is where they locked you up back then. And we're looking at the jail here. And this looks like a old Airbnb. Check it out. This is the way they lived. This is where they slept. This is where they ate. And of course, the town hotel. Pulled up in your buggy, made way into the hotel here to spend the night as you traveled through the Dakota Territory. And of course, we got the saloon. Let's take a walk inside here. A little spittoon down there at the bottom I see below the doors. And the saloon. We even got gambling here. I love it. The Old Town Entertainment, the stage. The player pianos. Overall view of the saloon. We had Peggy here, but Peggy ran out. Now we just have the beautiful bar she has. Come on back, Peggy, we miss you. And of course, the bathroom. I think this has been very modernized. I don't see the bucket.
We have the fan.
And we are going to head up to the red room and I guess the yellow room. We're making our way up the staircase as we enter the Red Room. Check out the Red Room. Do we need to explain it to anybody? I don't think so. And there's the bathtub. And there is the tool. Full bathtub in the Red Room. Of course, we got our little dressing area, see-through dressing area. And as we walk around leaving the Red Room, this is all the upper deck of the saloon up here, which is very cool. And this leads downstairs to the main saloon. The dancing, the partying, the stage, the shootouts, most anything you could ask for in a saloon. And an overall view, we got Peggy down there at the bar now. Hello, Peggy. Great bar, great decor, great everything. We got the old saddles and harness. We also got the tonic snake wrap. Good old snake oil church in the background. Checking across the street, some of the other buildings that are located here. You have the water tank that supplies the water for the train service, actually. You can see the 1880 town, the Railroad Express Agency, the train service here, the water tank. And as you swing around, the old wagon and more of the train antiques with the caboose sitting on its tracks. All located next to the church. Let's go take a look. Take a walk up to the church here. I think it's open. St. Stephen's Church. The organ playing. People in the pews. Very cool. Now we're going to take a walk over here to the Gardell and Walker livery stable here in Dakota Territory. As we make our way in, it looks like a team of horses here. I got the old carriages, the grinding wheel, the old horse-driven carriages here. More of the originals. Some Longhorns that didn't make it. Part of the Railroad Express. Originally, way back in the day, it was Fort Sully. If you remember the movie, Dancing of the Wolves. And you still have more of the carriages that they have inside here. And we're going to walk in here and try to pick up a little bit of back Cattlemen's Association and some of the homemade wheelbarrows, grinding wheels, cannons. What a collection. And a Longhorn that didn't quite make it. More of the old antique buggies that's kept here in the livery stable. And as we make outside, you got the old train service here, you got the fields, and you got the church way back there on the horizon. Very cool. Excellent stop for everybody. Let's make our way back inside here. We got the old range company from Ohio. Wood stoves. More antique buggies. Priceless. Costoga wagon. See if we can bring that up a little bit. The collection that they have here is impeccable. And of course the old wheels and the barber chair. Remember the old barber chair in the movies? And on that note, everybody, we're back out here at Dr. Phil's snake oil and his horse. Quick overview of the town here of 1880. And we got to pick up the saddle shop. Where they actually made boots and saddles. The old Singer machine. The tools of the trade. The old original Capitol Bootery. Back in the days. Back in the days. We have the original post office here. Remember the post office? Putting new shingles on it. The old potbelly stove. Buy your tickets here. Get your stamps here. Get your mail here. The old boxes. And the old views. We got the real estate and loans, Hall and Greaves. Come in here, buy some real estate, make a loan. Follow your paperwork of the Dakota Territory. Back then. Pinpoint where your property is. And this is the land title. Where they file it all. And of course, the big gold rush in Indian Territory, made famous in Deadwood, South Dakota. And as we walk in, this is actually the bank. Legal holidays, the bank will not be open. Buy horses, buffalo robes. Hart and Taylor, here's the actual pricing of them. Back in the days. Going back to the original Gregory Bank. Gold ingots. Stacked high. Filing system in the back. The machines of back then. Adding machines, etc., etc. The old L.C. Smith typewriter, secretarial typewriter. We're going to take a walk inside the bank here, where everybody likes to rob the bank. This is where you came in and did your transfers of cash, deposits, etc., etc. You got the banker in the background there. All caged in. Give you a nice overall view with the potbelly stove to keep it warm. Because remember, we are in the Dakotas. It is cold here. And just give you a nice overall of the office of the banker. This is actually the jeweler watch repair here in town. So if you had a repair, a jewelry, you need it done, this is the place to come. All the way back to the late 1800s. And they actually got a newspaper that was found in the attic of the jewelry store in 1902. And while you're waiting for your repairs, you got a place to sit and have tea. Very cool. The old antique cash register. the waiting room, the cuckoo clocks, the jewelry. Amazing. Of course, the Western Star, the newspaper, the journalists. Even had them back then. Not so left-wing though. As we walk in here, it gives you a nice overall view of the printing presses that they used back in the days. The typesetting. Totally amazing. The type blocks, the setting of the papers to print, the different volumes overhead is their filing system. And of course you got to have the big keyboard press there off to the left. Totally amazing, advanced equipment. The old fire engine they used in the town here. Nothing like having your own little fire engine in the town. As we just spin around here, gives you a nice overview of the town of Dancing of the Wolves. We're going to pick up on the firehouse here. Place to tie your horses up. So we go inside. The old fire equipment used in the town of such back in the 1800s. When you're bored, they got a chess table and a place to sit and wait for the call. And we're going to take a walk inside here to the town hall. Let's check it out. Town Hall. Here you go, everybody. This is where they held their interesting meetings. Nothing like today. Very patriotic. Very becoming to the law. Today, what law? We even got back seats here. And just a nice overall view of Town Hall. Back in the old days, with the love of the land, everybody. This is what it was really like. Not with today's cell phone in your face, or the modern automobiles with all the air conditioning, but the real McCoy. And we're going to take a walk over here to the Shingles and Siding Company. Actually, the sawmill. An old sawmill right here. Steam powered. And as we walk in, it's just piled with doors and shingles that they create from the old lumber mill here. Got our old pump house, a well for the people. We got Granny's cottage here. An old home of the past. The piano, organ combination, the old metal bed frame, the baby cribs. Just amazing. Dining table, and of course your cooking stove. All wood. The old dishware, the china. And you can see the old wringer. This is the laundry room. This is the old iron, the laundry basket. I had one of those. And this is where you actually did laundry. Press in the back there, churn, make the pies, make the cakes, your wood stove. What would the people do today if they had to live here? They could never make it. Just happened to pick up on this baby crib down there at the bottom. As they get bigger, they get a bigger crib. their luggage, their suitcases, the old rocking chairs. Again, swinging around to the piano organ combination. Pictures on the wall and the original bed with the water container next to it. We're going to make our way into the Dry Creek School. This is where the kids got educated. Probably more educated back then than they do now. Check this out. That's how they kept it warm with the wood stove, the seating, the books, open windows, the teacher in the front, the maps you can see lined up there showing the areas. Very cool. And of course the stables with the dancing with the wolves. This is the old water hauler. Carried water with this wagon back in the days. And as we make our way into the stable, the carts on the left. These are actually prairie wagons used with Kevin Costner from the trips from Fort Hays to Fort Sledwick in the movie. These are the actual wagons that were used. And what they all came for. Assay's office. What did we find? What kind of rocks? What kind of gold? From the mines. From inside. The rose quartz. Amazing. The old trough of water running around the edge. You can see it in the background there. To pan out the gold. And on that note, we head to the gift shop, of course, to end our journey here at the town of 1880, Dakota Territory, and head over to Sturgis, which the motorcycle rally will be starting in the next, I think 2 days, the 4th it starts. But if you need something rustic looking out west, this is the place. And a final as we wrap up here in the gift shop. And we're going to head out, heading west. If you get a chance to come to the town of 1880, come check it out. It's wonderful. As we wrap up here, we got Bev and Diane.
Hello. 1880 town.
1880 town. Well worth the trip.
Good.
I enjoyed. I stopped. You did wonderful putting signs up. But you got a hell of a long way to go to catch up with Wall Drug. Impossible.
Yeah. Well,
Enjoyed the trip, everybody.
They have a lot more money too.
Bye-bye.